CBS News Bay Area. This is the Morning Edition.
We're going to track this next line of showers that's going to move over the bay in time for the commute. And there's a flood watch that stays in effect until 4 o'clock. We'll take a look at all that in the first look forecast coming right up.
Plus, we are looking at thousands of power outages across the Bay Area after all of that heavy rain and strong winds. The new numbers we were getting from PG&E early this morning.
Yeah, in the aftermath of all that wet weather and the wind really had some issues on the roadways. We're already seeing busy conditions as well. For the morning commute, details coming up. Jocelyn.
And we are still feeling the winds this morning in the South San Francisco area. Ahead, a look into this gas station and all of the damage coming up. Justin.
And the creek here in San Anselmo could swell. I'm Justin Andrews. How businesses are bracing coming up.
And we're here in El Granado where we have a clear example of the storm damage, a tree that came over to its side, plus down power lines. A live update coming up.
We start, though, by taking a live look from San Francisco. We have declared another first alert weather day. We have more rain on the way in the Bay Area as many of you are waking up without power. And we're dealing with some slick roads, too, if you're heading out. In fact, we have new video in the newsroom this morning. Take a look at this. This car crashed into a fire hydrant at the Presidio in San Francisco right around midnight. You can see water from the fire hydrant spilling onto the street. So a reminder for drivers right now, be careful out there. We do have those slick roads. Okay, so power outages. We're seeing a lot of them in the Bay Area. Taking a look at how much of the grid is affected on PG&E's outage map right here. You can see the hardest hit area is the peninsula with nearly 35,000 homes without power as they wake up this morning. That's followed by the North Bay with nearly 23,000 customers. The South Bay is just shy of 12,000. The East Bay has just over 7,700. San Francisco, nearly 3,000. So you can type in any address on their website to find out the current status of that property. Most of this is caused by falling power lines or trees that have fallen into lines. And some of those outages in the North Bay were caused by these sparking power lines. You can see them in this video. Some transformers blew out in San Rafael. Line voltage wires were down on Canal Street that caused a shelter in place, but the San Rafael Police Department says it has been lifted. Roadways have reopened, but PG&E had to cut the power there. The power is still out in that area and is expected to come back sometime today. Meanwhile, you probably heard it if you didn't see it. Whipping winds down power lines and trees all of last night. There are so many down trees in San Mateo County. Crews need bulldozers to get through one town. And in South City, those whipping winds were so strong, this gas station here literally blew over. And there's flooding around the East Bay this morning. This driver decided to forge his car through a flooded Martinez Street. Just so you know, that is not safe to do at all. San Francisco crews are also scrambling to clear storm drains to prevent the catastrophic flooding like we saw on New Year's Eve. We have live team coverage this morning with everything you need to know. Our Jocelyn Moran is in South San Francisco. Justin Andrews is in San Anselmo. And Sean Chitness is in El Granada. But first, we're here in studio with First Alert meteorologist Darren Peck with a closer look at why we call today a First Alert weather day. Even though the storm has already passed, we're dealing with the effects.
We still have a little more to go from this one, actually. And if we look at First Alert Doppler, there's a line of rain that's sitting off the coast now. You can see that band right there. You also see something we did not have on the screen yesterday for this. It's a lot more stray strikes of lightning showing up. So we're kind of in that last final phase of the storm where you get more instability and better ingredients to develop thunderstorms. And as we look at this close up, take